Adhesive bonding is also referred to chemical bonding, so there are safety and health issues involved. In Module 22, we will see the precautions you need to have regarding the adhesives. Adhesive bonding is a chemical bonding, so health and safety is very important. In this module, we are going to talk about the toxicity of the adhesives, the need you need to have for handling adhesives, the precautions you need to have for handling adhesives, and some characteristics of the main adhesives concerning health and safety. The first thing to talk about concerning the toxicity of adhesives is the REACH protocol. It's a kind of regulation that indicates the chemical products that can go in an adhesive. Some are allowed, others are forbidden, strictly forbidden. And the adhesive manufacturers should follow strictly the REACH protocol. In general terms, adhesives are not that serious. In the uncured state, you should have some care, some precautions, but after it's cured, it's totally safe. Anyway, to avoid any problems, especially when you apply, we should have as much as possible automated processes, and also we should protect ourselves. The components that really are a risk, and we should be really careful about them, are the release agents used in the molds, and also the acids used in the surface treatment. Still, about the precautions for handling adhesives, in case of doubt, we should follow the safety data sheet. The adhesive manufacturers, they will give you, in addition to the technical data sheets, the safety data sheet, and it will tell you what are the main components in the adhesive. Also, the cartridges or the recipients, the tins where the adhesive is, will have labels such as this one, which indicate the main precautions you should have, especially the pictograms. And you have here in this slide the meaning of the most important one, those related to health-related problems, those related to environment, and those related to flammability. So when you see things like this, really, you should be careful. Handling adhesives is dangerous, or we should be careful. One way to reduce the risk is to have training, and there is training, accredited training, specialized training according to EWF, European Welding Federation. This institute has courses for welding and also has courses for adhesive bonding, and at 3 levels. For the bonder course, we are talking about 40 hours. For the European specialist, we are talking about 150 hours. And the engineer, we are talking about 300 hours. We should protect ourselves, and these images are very clear. The eyes, the mouth, feet, etc. To avoid contact with the adhesives. We should use ventilated areas. That's very important, especially for those that release volatiles, fumes, that kind of thing. And now we can describe the main hazardous characteristics of each main adhesive family, starting with the most important ones, the epoxies. I'm not going to go through all these points in detail. Of course, I will just select the most important points you should take into account. And like any other adhesive, in the impure state, be careful, don't contact, don't breathe the adhesive. During the cure, this adhesive has an exothermic reaction, so that means the adhesive will heat, so we should be careful. We shouldn't use too thick bond lines, but the adhesive maker will tell you what is the limitation in terms of bond lines. Typically not more than 1 or 2 millimeters. If you use thicker bond lines, then it might even burn the adhesive. Polyurethanes, we have to be careful with this component. It's a reaction of a polyol with the diisocyanate, and diisocyanate are not very nice for health. About the acrylics, for example, the superglue, the cyanoacrylate, you should be careful because it adheres very quickly to the skin in case you put some in the skin. And the modified acrylics, they have a very strong smell, which is, it's not really serious, but it's not very pleasant. About the phenolics, and the name indicates that you have the phenol, which is not a very nice component. About the aromatics like bismaleimide or polyimide, to help with the application, generally they contain a lot of solvents, so during application this will be released, and this is not good for your health. About the rubbers, nothing really important to indicate. For the polyesters, the resin vapors is bad for the respiratory system. For the hot melts, when you heat and it melts, you might have some fumes that are not good for your health, so you should use a mask. And finally, the ceramic adhesives, the inorganic adhesives, there is not really something very serious to say, but the old ones, they used to include asbestos, which is as you know, not good for health. So be careful and check the data sheet before you use it. So that's the main characteristics concerning the hazardous issues for adhesives.